Okay, here's what we're doing today. We are making a mess. We are making an absolute mess. Limited tools. I can talk about those later as far as what, if you're interested in doing a project like this. And actually, let me stand back. We've been able to grab a couple of these $30, they call them zip walls. So it's just a plastic sheet, two zippers, and then it comes with double-sided tape. Zip down. And there we go. Okay, so what we have is we are taking out the old white tile floor that's been in here for 15 years. I put it in. It was one of my early tile jobs I did on my own, although I had help with my wife and my Uncle Ray McConnell. So these tiles are really not coming up easy, and that is a good thing. So we're actually pulling the Durarock, the half-inch underlay up along with this, and it's making the project way easier than just trying to pull the tile up and then deal with the Durarock later. Nothing like making noise, right? That's you. That's my helper right there. So anyway, we are getting some big sheets up, so it's not so meticulous as to pull it up in those pieces, those sizes. We are actually getting sufficient quantities to where I can get that bar under it and lever a lot of it up. So I am very, very happy with it. It is looks like it's a DCH273, and this is an SDS or an SDS Plus system, and I'm not quite sure which. This might be just an SDS. So anyway, it's going to take the 10 millimeter shaft SDS and SDS Plus bits, and this is just an 1.5 inch tile bit. Kind of see a little bit, and then I'll move over there. All right, so. That actually went way easier. I thought I'd have a bigger demonstration, but the floor was going so well, I almost forgot until I had those back patches of tile left, and I was reminded, hey, shoot a quick video. So there's your video. Highly impressed with this DIYer, and for me, I would have been in here breaking it up and just generally doing something like that, a lot more manual. But this has been a real big help, so I highly recommend it. Whatever brand, I just happen to do the DeWalt. I'm sure they all work the same, and wow, talk about a time saver. Thanks. Just checking in, a little bit of an update on the project that we have going. Of course, the bathroom that we worked on, and I have a few videos on, is behind me. And this room that we were working in today was our old bathroom. Evidence a little bit of the old plumbing right there. We had a tile floor in here, black and white, and clawfoot tub, etc. And what we did today was we stripped all of the trim out. We had wainscoting, so we trimmed that out, took the door trim out behind me. So that door, we took, it used to be plaster and lath, but one of the first things we did 15 years ago when we came in this house is we stripped this room with plaster and lath just to do new fixtures and new drywall and everything else. So with that, we stripped the 15-year-old drywall from that wall. And so this is kind of what we have going on. I did a tool review today, actually. On this floor, I used a brand new tool. It's a Rotary Hammerdrill, cordless DeWalt, 20 volt. And it worked really well. It was very easy to pull that tile up with that. And I was able to get under what the product I call Durarock, the subfloor. It was actually 1/4 inch Durarock, where it's the concrete with the mesh. as opposed to like a hardy board, which is actually more of like a fiber board as opposed to just kind of real crumbly concrete. So I don't like Durarock. I do not like it at all. I'm not a fan of the product. I used it 15 years ago. I have not used it in I don't know how long. But hardy board is great. I love it. It's easy to cut, easy to work with, and it's just less mess. So anyway, this is the update. Really happy to have been able to do this today. It was a single day project. Shot back. And so one thing I wanted to show was this place was an absolute mess. We had a gazillion screws on the floor every 5 inches or so, all the way, every which way. My wife took out like 90% of them, and I took out the ones she couldn't get. So they're all out. Everything is vacuumed. All the tools that we used there, all of the tile we took down in 5-gallon buckets because we're upstairs. And we had like 7 or 8 5-gallon buckets, and then we had some big sheets that actually came right up, you know, where you get like 5 or 6 tiles up to like 20 tiles, well, maybe not 20, but you know, like 15 tiles in a whole thing with the Durarock underneath it. So that was really cool. I cannot use this subfloor without a lot of muss and fuss to try and get up the thin set that's still on it, and so I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm going to take up the subfloor that's existing. That'll get me access to all this old plumbing. I can cap it off below, behind, everything else. Make sure that the sewer lines are actually very well capped off, so no sewer gas. The supplies are all completely shut off in here. I cut the water downstairs, capped that, so I can't get water up in this area here unless I did a major replumb down in the basement. So we're all good there. But that's what we're doing. And even though I'm the homeowner, even though I'm the contractor, even though I own the house, I do this with all of my clients, no matter what, when, where, how. And I bet you I'm 95% good on what I'm going to say here is clean job site. You can see how clean this is. You know, you look around. This has completely been vacuumed. Everything's picked up. All of my debris is down and piled up and out. All of my tools are right there because we still have a little more work to do in here tomorrow, and they're all neat and out of the way. And because, again, this is my house, we didn't put a lot of drops down, and so we had a lot of cleanup from here all the way out to the front walk and then all the way down into the basement, and that is all completely done. We started today, I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock. It's around 6 now. And so, you know, full day, 2 of us though. I did, you know, the major part of the labor there, but my wife was right beside me. Just, man, what a champ. You know, pulling, doing, cleaning, grabbing the tile, putting it in buckets, getting it all ready to go. She pulled most of these screws, like I said. And so, you know, just a really fantastic operation being able to work with her. And, you know, no stranger to working with her because all of this in here with the new bathroom. I can actually get a light on. Pow. Whoa, holy mother of pearl. So maybe that's a little bit better. So anyway, everything, you know, turned out in here. You can see custom shower. I did not do the glass, but otherwise everything else in there I did. And one thing we were really hoping for, and the math worked out and the thicknesses worked out, we ended up having 0 clearance. So if you see this in here, right down in there, it's actually 0 clearance right there. So really, really happy with that. And looking in there, yeah, I'm surprised it actually drains. It drains perfectly, no water anywhere close to these doors. And we have, you know, 3/4, almost all the way up to the fixture. So we have 3/4 to there and then 1/2 inch from there just over to the fixture. So ample volume, ample pressure. And we do well. We do very, very well there. Weedy is the system I used. Very happy with that system. Again, surprised it drained because that 0 clearance. It looked flat, you know, it looked real flat. But there we go. So cool stuff. I didn't mean to actually walk in here. I was just, honestly, this video was like, hey, I clean up on my job site. That was my video. But then all of a sudden I'm this and that and this and that. So anyway, hey, there you go. Just an update. I do this for fun. So, you know, it's just for me putting it up on YouTube. If anybody gets a kick out of it, hey, he's a goofball. But he's got a project going, and I hope you enjoy it. I am certainly having a good time with it, and at least I get a video documentation of my project because I'm motivated to go grab my phone and turn it on and do something kind of goofy, and my son will laugh at me later tonight. Okay, hey, you all take care. Hope your 2021 or whatever year this is now is going way better than back in 2020, and hopefully that wasn't as bad as it was for some people. Okay, so hey, stay safe and have a great time out there, and hopefully see you in the next video.